spit on them and take their quarters. They're not allowed to play on this machine while we're here. I know the sound of you being a bastard. I don't even need to turn up to look at you. Don't. No, boo. Roar, 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 roar. I say roar today, skeletons. Roar, 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 roar. Roar, 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 roar. All of the compliments to Karai on that intro. Quite an amazing job. All right. We are going to begin. We'll keep the items on normal mode. Items are going to stay on normal mode, and we need to do 48 races in a row. 200cc for all of the tracks. I figured, yeah. because it's going to take about 4 hours. Works for you? It's going to take about 4 hours if we do it the other way. Now, just to be clear for everybody watching as well, might be half the time, maybe, could be. Hello Bowie, and bye Bowie, I just came to say hi, see you on the next one. The next one is tomorrow when we show off the Swatch 2 and another Mario Kart. Vroom vroom. We'll do the first 48 on 200 and see what that speed is like. But also, the way we're going to do it is we're going to do the top row of cups, each track in order. They will be here, but they can't stay today. That is okie dokie. T-Dog has mixed feelings. Okay, T-Dog, quickly. How would you like to do it? Do you want to do the mushroom and then shell, then flower? Oh, you're happy we're finally getting a Mario Kart after so long. It's been 11 years. It has been 11 years. I dare say that this game has been pretty good to us. I managed to stay entertaining for that long. I think it's pretty impressive. Going to say that you feel a bit sad that this chapter is coming to a close? Yeah. But it's not over. This chapter ain't the end of my streams. And there's literally going to be a new Mario Kart starting tomorrow. Oh, that was lucky. Don't get you wrong, this was way long overdue. Oh yeah, yeah. As I've said, this game did last forever. And technically, it got way more DLC than anyone ever thought it was going to get. This game brought us all together. Well, technically, it was actually Smash. Although a lot of people were here for this one. T-Dog hates this game. We all still hate this game after this long. Fix your fucking game, Nintendo. So, I think Mofax is unable to join us because they are trapped in the game store that they have chosen to purchase their Switch 2 from. Because apparently they're not handing out the Switch 2s tomorrow morning. Yeah. Apparently they're not going to be handing them out tomorrow morning. And to pick up the amiibos that T-Dog wanted, they have to go there at like 4 p.m. They're doing it tonight at your store. Yes, that's true. I said Karai, didn't I? I meant Mofax. Yeah, I did mean Mofax. I'm excellent with names. I'm picking mine up tomorrow. Why? Why? So skeletons, did anybody see anything from the state of play down tonight? Marvel token. No, I'm not into like those cryptocurrencies. I ain't buying no Marvel token. Am I on? I'm partially on call.
Hey, Bowie.
Hello! Jump onto the other voice channel.
Oh, okay.
We're on the wrong one.
Oh, we are?
Yeah. Hello! Woo. Is the call working?
Okay, I can hear you now.
Okay, perfect. So it's the last night of Mario Kart 8 on the stream. Oh
my god,
no.
because you're switching to the World?
I was going to switch to Garfield Kart. When's World coming out?
There you go, yeah, the new Garfield Kart releasing.
There's a new Garfield Kart coming out soon.
Yeah.
I just bought my Switch 2 for it.
Yeah, sold by Switch 2 to get it on PC. Wanted the Ultra Deluxe Edition, which is like $250. You can get a special Garfield hat. Digital, of course.
Apparently there's an echo with your call on the stream.
Shoot. Alright, one second.
It's not your end, it's my end.
Oh, okay.
I don't know how I'm going to fix that because I need to keep my hands on the control or the race is going to get disconnected.
It'll just be really, really annoying until the race is over.
Yeah. And 45 more races.
Wait, are you doing every track?
Every track tonight, yeah.
Oh my god, that's not... Is that even possible?
We did it before, actually.
Was that before the DLC?
No, it was when the last bit of the DLC came out. We did every track.
Yeah, I remember when you did that, actually.
It was insane. I think we
take
were all
you?
screaming at you, being like, "No, pick this track, pick this track, pick this track!"
yeah, I was talking to you guys. I like picking Baby Park or some shit.
Oh,
man, I would have not been, if I were like in the same shoes as you guys, I would have not been mentally prepared for someone to start doing that.
No. Also, we didn't realize that we also needed to be mentally prepared to be going on all of the tracks.
Let's see, how many tracks are there? Is it like 80 something?
Yeah. No, 100 something, I think.
Oh my god.
It might be like 132.
Good grief.
Yeah, but we're on 200cc this time.
Oh, that'll help a little bit.
Yeah.
It's 24 times 4, so yeah, it's pretty close to 100 tracks.
Yeah, I think last time, like, when it started, we were all like, oh yeah, like, this is going to be some crazy high scores we're going to have at the end of 48 races. I wonder who's going to win. Before we even got to the end of the first 48 race cup thing, it was like, yeah.
Like
we're just racing to make it to the end. Everybody's a winner if you make it to the end.
If you can survive that gauntlet of tracks, then yeah.
Yeah. You're a real gamer. Well, I didn't mean to, but I invented survival mode in Mario Kart.
What if you played, if you don't get first place on a track, you have to restart the whole thing?
I think somebody actually did do that when the final tracks did come out. I think somebody did do that where they were like, I'm gonna race on all of the tracks until they get first in all of them. And it took them like 24 hours or something, or nearly that long. Like, but they were resetting, so going back to like the Mario circuit.
Every time they get second or worse.
Yeah.
Wow. Sounds like torture.
Yeah.
I don't think there's any racing game I like that much.
Fucking Gran Turismo has built-in races that are that long.
Oh my god.
There is a 24-hour race in Gran Turismo 5, I think. You can pause the game and like walk away from it. But can you imagine leaving your like PlayStation on for like 4 or 5 days and putting in like a couple hours every day to finish that for nothing, really?
I feel like saving is like the easiest thing to get right, and not enough studios get it right.
Nope.
It's like so bizarre. Like, remember that game? What was it called? It was like the lady who fought like tentacle monsters, and it was like roguelike. On the PS5, it was like a Turtles or something. Extinction. What was it called?
Returnal?
Returnal, yeah. Like, I remember that shit, like, people... The PS5 would automatically update and you lose, like, hours of progress. It's so fucked up.
That's awesome.
Everyone was tweeting about it at the time. It was like, nobody could play this fucking game. I heard it was, like, not bad either. Like, it was so frustrating to hear. That the save system was so ass that basically just never saved because it was roguelike. I feel like if you're gonna do roguelike, just make death reset. Allow people.
Yeah. Yeah, whenever you die, that's your new save file. Or that's your last save game or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. You know who else fucking sucks at save systems? Nintendo. They used to be the kings of save.
Why are they so bad at it now? I found they're always a bit mixed.
Yeah, definitely like too mixed, but in my opinion, like Breath of the Wild, you only get one save file. On
That's
your
stupid.
Switch. So like even if you switch out the fucking memory card, like you can't. You have to get a new Switch or clear all your progress.
Can't you make a different account on your Switch and play on that?
Nope.
Really?
Yep.
It's on the fucking Breath of the Wild cartridge that you're saving?
No, it's like to the Switch or some shit. It's bizarre, but I know there's no other way to get multiple Breath of the Wild playthroughs running on the same Switch unless you're like modding it or something.
That is so stupid.
I know, because it was like I was like 120 hours in, and I'm like, oh, like I kind of want to start a new playthrough just to see like catch that like first time through feeling again. No, you don't.
No, apparently you're not allowed to.
Yeah. And then what else? Yeah, Mario Wonder. I hate how you have to create a new Switch account just to have a different save. It literally like Mario Odyssey, you can have pretty much as many saves as you want. I don't understand why that's so difficult. It takes up no space.
I guess it allows for freedom to play the game, and Nintendo wants you to play their games only one way.
Yeah, that's true.
It's not for speed running. It's not for just playing that one cool part. The whole game's the cool part. The whole game. You're
Even
wrong,
if
consumer.
Love the unskippable tutorial.
Yeah. You're not making a save file before the coolest boss fight and just replaying that whenever you think you want to.
Yep.
There's a PS5 game, Stellar Blade, that only has a one save file system.
God, why do they do that? Like, you know which one is really stupid is Demon's Souls.
Wait, but I'm pretty sure, didn't Demon's Souls on the PS3 have like probably 99 save files you could have?
That was better. Demon's Souls on like PS5, you can't like delete characters. You have to like, it's bizarre. It's like the same bullshit as like, it's saved through your like PlayStation account, so you can only have one active save at a time.
That is very dumb.
It is like the stupidest system ever. Like, I don't know why we have such an insane aversion to this locally saving shit. Like, it's more reliable than this cloud bullshit.
Yep. Whenever I get the option, I'm usually like, no.
I purged OneDrive from my computer not too long ago. Like, is it so? Just get a hard drive and back up all your stuff that way. It takes like an hour.
You don't want to know how long it takes me to move stuff off of my computer to a hard drive.
Alright. Fair enough. But you might have an old drive on there.
No, and it's because of all the video files I need to move.
Oh, yeah, you're constantly editing videos. That's
Yeah.
fair.
Yeah. So it actually does take.
About, like, save data and stuff. Not really.
Yeah. No, oh no, save data would take me no time at all. But if I was backing up like everything on my computer, it would take days. It does take days whenever I have to like empty a computer.
Especially onto like a hard drive, which is not solid state.
No.
Yeah, that would probably make my hard drive explode or get set on fire or something. But I just recently bought these pretty fancy Samsung flash drives that are supposedly really reliable. So.
Are they big?
No, they're very small.
Ah.
But I want to say it's like 256 gigs on each of them.
T-Dog asks, would updating the title of stream to last Mario Kart 8 stream be necessary? I don't think so. I mean, anybody who's going to be checking out Mario Kart 8 tonight knows that the new Mario Kart is coming out tomorrow, so... Also, the stream title is already like a paragraph long.
Title it, don't frown because of David, smile because of Apple.
Yeah, that's what Bill Clinton used to say.
I used to say I did not have a sexual relationship with that.
Oh no, after that. When he came out of it, everything is that's what he used to say.
I don't know much more Zoomer experience with Bill Clinton, so it's mainly all just the shit posts that arise from American
I hate this game.
Let's see, my stream's a little delayed. Oh yeah, I heard it too.
Fuck. Yeah, so my game store called me earlier in the week and they were like, hey, we're open early because we're not doing a midnight release, we're going to open early. If you want to come at 7 a.m. to pick up your Switch 2, I'm like, no. I booked time off work to play the Switch 2. You think when I have time booked off, I'm getting up first thing in the morning? You think I'm getting up at 6 a.m. still? You think I'm still getting up at 6 a.m. on my day off?
I had to get up at 6 a.m. if Donkey Kong Bonanza was releasing day one.
I was going to say I would maybe get up at that time for a new Devil May Cry, but there'd be still no point because I wouldn't play that off stream by myself. I would want that one on stream.
Mm-hmm. And you wouldn't stream it to the fucking morning.
What? Yeah, I wouldn't stream at 7 in the morning. Well, probably 8 or 9 because of the amount of people that are going to be at the store tomorrow morning.
That too. And I still haven't gotten email from Nintendo about my Switch pre-order.
I guess that means you're not getting it.
Yeah, it's gonna be a while, I think. Well, they said I'm still in the queue. Like, it's just I'm gonna probably have to wait like an extra 10 days at least.
Ooh.
Which is fine. Like, I just want to get it from my phone.
Yeah. Cooper says sleeping is dumb. You have essentially 3 jobs and see how much you want sleep. I love sleep.
I'm a huge sleep enjoyer.
Yeah. I've been using sleep now for about 33 years.
Been on sleep for about 33 years.
I tried coffee for a while, but I just thought sleep was better in the end.
It's like an AA conversation about people who are addicted to sleep.
I sleep at work, I sleep at school, I'll sleep on the bus, man.
I sleep on the bus, dude. I can't help it. I sleep in public.
Sometimes I just see a comfy looking bench, I just can't control myself.
I can't go into the fucking mattress warehouse without leaving my shit. Do you think Mario Kart World is going to be more
technically intricate than 8 Deluxe?
Like more mechanics going on to help you win a race, or
I
to
guess. But like,
at least pay attention to during the race.
yeah, but I guess I mean also on like movement and control, like is there going to be more intentional advanced tech in this game relative to 8 Deluxe? I feel like probably not.
No. Well, we know that they're getting rid of building your own cart. You just pick a bike or a car now.
I do kind of like that. I thought with how like few stats they showed off anyway in 8 Deluxe, it's like who cares that you're like centralizing a little bit more? I don't really care.
Yeah, I think most people are saying the same thing. It's like, basically you spend like a couple of weeks figuring out what exactly is the combination that you want to drive, and then you never change it. But the open world thing, I think, is going to have a lot of mechanics for us to play with.
Yeah, I think it's also going to be like common tech stuff.
Yeah. They've also changed the window where you can become invincible against the blue shell off of a speed boost.
Oh, no. I did like a lot of what they were doing about a lot of the items that I consider just sort of poorly designed in 8 Deluxe. I think they're sort of flawed at their core, but some of the changes they made to them seem pretty good. Like lightning strike only damaging enemies in front of you, or racers in front of them.
Yep.
That's
the amount
really, really good change. 'Cause that was actually so bullshit.
Yeah, the amount of times I've been in last place, or not even last place, but like 10th or whatever, and then I see the person in 5th use lightning and I get slowed down. It's like, why?
Yeah. It seems like just like the way momentum works in general, it's just a little less punishment to get hit by items and stuff, which I like. Because my most massive gripe with any Mario Kart is just like its tendency to suck all your momentum away from you, and there's just nothing you can do about it.
Yeah.
Like truly, like even like the best player on earth, like you're gonna get all your momentum stolen from you in every race. It's inevitable at some point.
Yep.
Which is why I'm much more of like an F-Zero guy.
Because if that happens, that means you're dead.
Yeah, you're quite, that only happens if you're dead. Yeah, I was playing GX earlier. It was so good. Talking about Mario Kart. I was also playing Ridge Racer, the one on the PS1.
Yeah, Ridge Racer is good. Cooper says vitamin protein powders help them sleep, but there are days where they don't have time to sleep. Well, there are days when I don't sleep, but I do try to sleep every day.
I think all I really need is structure to be on a good sleep schedule. Like if I have to get up early in the morning, then I'll be sleeping pretty well.
Actually, I slept like shit last night. Like one of those nights where it's like you're asleep for an hour, awake for an hour, asleep for an hour, just all night. And then, yeah, around like half an hour before I had to go to work, my cat just kept attacking my feet under blankets. So I was like, okay, I'm just going to get up now and play with my phone for like 15 minutes and then show up for work like 10 minutes late. Did that and got to the front door of work and I was like, oh fuck, it's still closed? I'm early. I did not plan for this. I gotta use my keys now. I gotta let myself into work. The fuck is this bullshit?
For an extra like 10 minutes? That's weird.
Well, the first thing I said to my coworkers when I came in was like, hey, sorry I'm early. I didn't realize what time it was. And as soon as they seen me, they're like, oh, we're gonna have a bad day. This is fucked.
That boy won't be here.
Yeah, one of the dudes I work with somehow hasn't realized that I don't show up on time. Like, I never do. Like, I showed up 3 times on time. I've been working there for over a year now, probably. And he still bitches like I'm not going to show up every morning, apparently.
Like, it's not just an accepted aspect of your performance and personality at this point.
Yeah, I show up when I want, and I leave when I want.
You don't like it, you can let me go.
Yeah, exactly. I got 200 forms of income, watch me care. I can very easily get another one again.
Yeah.
Cooper says, lol, the horror. You went early and used key. You must feel so bad, Bowie. I'm so sorry. Yeah, it was a rough day, guys. I was in work for like an extra 15 minutes more than I needed to be.
A little thing called empathy for trauma victims, Cooper.
I'm starting a GoFundMe so I can quit the job now forever. I've overworked myself.
Never have to find the keys again.
Yeah, I'm just going to throw my keys into the river when I go pick up my Switch tomorrow. House keys and all. D-Dog says, I think we're making good pace. I think, yeah, 200 might be pretty good. We're 30 minutes, well, 40 minutes into stream, but like 30 minutes into racing.
I think it's really hard to go back to any CC once you start playing 200 consistently.
I've never actually really done 200 consistently. Like, yeah, it's on stream all the time, but it's only the last cup. And I'm also usually kind of drunk by then.
Drunk driving at 200 cc is a really dangerous combination.
I'm not texting and driving, alright? It's not that bad.
You should also do that. You get drunk playing this game, also try and send text messages.
Oh, it'd be so good. Especially while I'm drunk and they're just kind of like, like lippy and annoyed with people. Just getting real sassy.
Yeah, incredibly curt.
Yeah, not able to spell anything right because I'm barely looking at the phone and the road.
Or any of the pedestrians.
Yeah.
You know, I played earlier today was Darky.
Oh no.
I hadn't really gotten the chance to play it until recently.
And it's an acceptable game, but not really Doom.
It's not Eternal. It's not Doom Eternal.
No.
But it's still pretty darn good, I've liked it so far.
You'll... How far into the game are you?
I've only done the first level where you go into a castle and just tutorial shit.
Okay. Because I almost dropped that game off a stream, honestly.
Wow.
Yeah. I was probably like 4 or 5 hours away from the end of the game. And I was like, yeah, that might be it. I would have felt really bad if I didn't finish it on stream, because I was like, maybe there's some people, like, even if it's boring, they want to see the ending.
Yeah, it doesn't feel nearly as good as Eternal.
The bullet tracking and the no double jump is what really got to me in the very end of the game. Because it feels like once you get shot at, you gotta take those hits.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is not fair. I had options for movement before. Now I'm just getting hit, and I'm like the second highest difficulty. Is like I'm just dying because there's enemies here.
Yeah, I think the issue is that like they peaked so hard with Eternal that they didn't want to push. They didn't want to push that gameplay any further. It's like I don't even know how they could. So they went in that completely different direction of like a more sluggish Doomslayer that hits harder.
That's super lame. And I know it's not the best option, but like I've said before, I think the best way that they're eventually going to make Devil May Cry 6 is that they're just going to make Devil May Cry 5 2.
Yeah.
Like, obviously you're not fucking going to do better than that, but make it play like that one, and then give me something else.
I don't know, they already did that with the DLC for Doom Eternal. The DLC for Doom Eternal is really good. It's basically just like the game turned up to 11, but you have like all the shit that you build up during the main campaign.
Ah.
So like, they just like start you off fully modded out and then throw insanely hard enemies at you. It's so much fun.
That sounds awesome.
But it's like the problem with Ancient Gods and DLC is like you really like you cannot like just like casually be like I feel like playing this today.
Oh yeah, that's why I had to stop playing Sekiro.
Yeah. But like that, like think Sekiro, but like dialed up to 11. Like,
Yeah.
Ancient Gods, like it has like a pretty mixed mixed amount of reviews, for reasons.
Well, I can totally see that, because like I bet exactly what happened to me with Sekiro, like every time I play Sekiro, is I pick it up and I get like super into it for like a week or so, and I get further than I usually get in my last playthrough, and then shit comes up and I don't have time to play it, and I come back to it after like 2 or 3 weeks and I'm like, oh, I don't remember how to play anymore.
Like Ancient Gods, like I think everyone was expecting like a nice little continuation of the campaign and sort of like gathering upgrades and stuff instead of just like starting decked out and the test just being exclusively about skill and mastery of like all the mechanics in the game.
Yeah.
So everyone was like, what the hell, why is this so hard? The game sucks. And I will be honest, like, if you're like not mentally prepared for it, a lot of the mechanics in Ancient Gods could definitely be interpreted as annoying.
Like what?
I don't know, especially if you're like on controller and you can't like turn around immediately at all times.
Oh. Yeah, I played it on controller. Well, the campaign in Eternal. But, I think the final boss, I was like, this is like unfair how many times I'm getting killed because there's an enemy behind me and I'm already fighting like a million things in the room. One enemy behind me is more than enough to fucking stop me.
Yeah. I don't even know if you could enjoy Ancient Gods 1 or 2 if you don't outgrow the weapon wheel as well.
Why? What are you supposed to use instead?
Just keys.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to do that.
That's the way to play Eternal. You just have to like unbind the weapon wheel and figure it out.
Couldn't I just put it on the mouse wheel and scroll through them that way?
No, because weapon wheel completely fucks up the rhythm of the game, and also you can't do weapon combos if you use it.
Oh.
It also locks your camera in place when you open up the weapon wheel, so you can't like look around while selecting.
It does, but it also allows for bugs with speed running.
That's only in 2016.
But I like it. Bring it back. Bring that back on purpose.
Well aware how bullshit that little BFG trick was when they took it out.
Did you ever see the video of the developers reacting to that?
Were they like super sad?
No, they're all like pointing at each other, being like, "That's your fault that happened." They're like, "That's because you wanted it to be slow-mo. You had to make it go slow-mo. That's why that happened."
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a huge. The Eternal is a huge time thing. You know, like, really figure it out and sink your teeth into it. It's really fun.
Oh no, I love it. Cooper says they want to see that video of the Doom guys fucking bitching at each other about the bugs in their game.
I know, it's literal. Without the entire speedrun of 2016 was just a glitch bug.
Yeah. I'll see if I can find it. I feel like it was one of the, like, good gaming news platforms that, like, got that video out.
Never heard of that before.
It might have been, like, Polygon. Like, some of the people at Polygon, at one point, used to at least know some stuff.
I'm sorry, you said good video game journalists? Like, not familiar with this terminology?
It's rare, but it used to be a thing, because it was the only way it could be a thing.
Yeah.
No boulder. Oh my god, I thought I was going to die.
Oh my god, I just saw that boulder. How did it miss your bomb?
I know, that's the part I was worried about. I was like, holy fuck.
Wow, this race is neck and neck. Look at this.
I know, just 2 points in the difference.
Of course,
But-
this is like, what, 10% of all tracks or some shit?
Yeah, there's still, in this cup, there's still 9 more races.
Holy shit.
Karai says they're putting on their face, they'll hop on Colin a bit when they're done. T-Dog says Yoshi is a sweat. Yeah, what's with Yoshi trying so hard?
Isn't Yoshi supposed to be like the best character in this game?
I think with the DLCs it got shuffled around a bit. I think it's like some of the lighter weights are supposed to be better.
It's just every time I watch like someone play this game competitively, like literally every character in the lineup is Yoshi on that teddy boat.
Oh, yeah. I think that's like one of the methods.
It seems like all the top players really like that meta.
Yeah, I don't though. It's like,
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of lame when everyone's doing the same shit.
exactly.
Peter's on bad design.
It does, because it's like, you have all of these options.
And if only one of them is viable,
Yeah.
like what's the point of having any of the other options?
Yeah, it's different when that's like the actual purpose of the game is like, here's one thing, everybody has this one thing, do what you can with it. But when you have like hundreds of options for how to combine and build cars in this, and everybody's like, no, Yoshi on the teddy.
Yoshi on Teddy Buggy, which is the last.
The wheels the wheels I'm using.
Iron wheels or something. It's lame. That's why these types of games, like multiplayer games, need consistent updates because people are always figuring out what the best shit is and how exploitable it is.
Yeah. Oh shit, that kind of reminds me. I seen some comparison videos of how the Pokemon Scarlet and Violet run on the Switch 2 compared to Switch 1.
Mm-hmm.
And like I was watching it, and like I guess they were trying to show off like how NPCs are more visible from a distance, how there's sometimes more NPCs on screen. And I didn't understand until they showed on both games the player going through the same area on water and how many Pokemon there were around them. And I was like, oh, that's probably how they wanted the game to play. This being like maybe 10 Pokemon on screen, you're probably supposed to see like close to 50 on screen at once.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of visions about games really affect how they get developed.
Yeah.
I think most games are just the ones that had to shelve the coolest ideas just to make it work. It's too bad.
It is, because there's like games with really good ideas and you're like, this just sucks.
Yeah, like For Honor. A lot of Ubisoft is like the biggest culprit for games with really awesome ideas that have just the worst fucking execution.
Yeah, because they just copy and paste.
Yeah, no, they have no vision for it.
Nope.
Beyond the concept.
Yeah, I wonder if their Avatar game played the exact same as like Far Cry or...
I think it did. I saw Pony Toys play that game.
It's just Far Cry.
Yeah, it's just Far Cry, but
with blue people.
With the Navi. I think like the areas look really cool though. Just like the alien plant life and stuff.
But that might be stuff that you took out of Far Cry DLCs.
I don't think so.
Or reuse that stuff for Far Cry DLCs.
Yeah, so you just wait and see like Far Cry alien game or some shit, and they'll just reuse all the fauna.
There's some of that like reuse of stuff that I don't mind though sometimes.
Yeah.
Like when a lot of stuff from Resident Evil 7 got used in the remakes.
Oh. Yeah, I guess, but it's the same engine, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. I didn't really like it too much with Elden Ring. I thought it was just kind of lazy, reusing animations and character designs and enemy designs.
Yeah, I think Elden Ring is by far the worst From Software game.
I'm so glad you feel that way, because I feel the same way, and I'm like an adamant lover of Scholar of the First Sin, even though so many people just despise that shit.
I haven't played Scholar of the First Sin, I've only played the vanilla version of 2.
I've played Vanilla 2 as well at this point, and I still think it's a really solid game. I think a lot of people try and play it like Dark Souls 1 or Dark Souls 3, and they're like, what the fuck, this game sucks, doesn't work.
Yeah, but I played it when it came out, and I was expecting so much from it because it was Dark Souls but 2.
I guess.
And then it was just like a 9 out of 10.
I think people would get. I just think people's expectations were so different from what that game actually turned out being that there's a huge disconnect about like what is actually worthy to criticize about it and what's worthy of praise.
Yeah, a lot of the criticism is stuff that they did different from Dark Souls 1, not actual bad game design.
Isn't necessarily bad, exactly.
Yeah. Oh, there's too many like group enemy fights. Well, that's what this game does. It does lots of group enemy encounters.
Deal with it. It's pretty well done in a lot of sequences. Oh my god, I'm so sorry you don't like having to manage your space more and treat it more, you know, strategically than just running in and reacting to bullshit over and over again.
Yeah, I can only react to bullshit in so many directions.
Yeah.
T-Dog says we're almost done with the top row. Are like, what, 6 races away?
6.
Yep.
I think Dark Souls 2 story is the best in the series.
Oh, if it's so good, explain it to me.
Okay, so there's this guy. You play as this guy who doesn't go out to save the world just because it's for the good of the world or whatever. You go to Drangleic to cure a curse that is befalling every human being on the planet and making them go crazy with amnesia and like Alzheimer's and turn into zombies that just kill people. So you're like super desperate, so you go to this random ancient land called Drangleic because you heard rumors about a king who figured out something about the cure.
Oh. Vendrick.
Yeah, Vendrick.
Who's this guy? You keep hearing about how awesome Vendrick is, and then when you finally meet him after all this build-up, he's like a wandering hollow. It's the coolest shit ever.
Yeah.
It's so cool. It's so well done. But no, it sucks because look at this one hitbox that is super easy to dodge and just fucking straight right. This game doesn't work, right guys?
I don't know if I actually had any issues with like bullshit hitboxes in the game.
Yeah, that's like all anyone talks. Anyone who like hasn't played it, like watches a video of pursuers like stab animation, and someone who's like not strafing or dodging at all getting hit by it, and they're like, "Oh, look how bullshit this hitbox is."
Nah, play Smash Ultimate. You'll see some bullshit there.
Yeah, there. Talk about bullshit hitboxes. Just play Whoop and exclusively use down smash.
Yeah.
And you'll be like, oh, so Dark Souls 2 actually is way closer to reality than most games.
Yep. Sometimes you just die for nothing. Just like real life.
Hit by some random ass bullshit that they added in the game and charged $80. Does not happen in Dark Souls 2.
I heard that when you're 40, if you sleep the wrong way, you can just be broken forever after that.
Yep. You sleep on your neck funny, that's it. That's it, Buster.
Yep, no neck for you. Good luck for the next 20 years, because you ain't getting 40 anymore.
What an aptly timed red shell.
Yep.
That would have been
Good
crazy.
timing.
I would have screamed if it was just a little bit earlier.
Ah, well, like I said, I'm not trying to win. I'm just trying to make it to the end.
It's a really good mentality to have for this many races.
Well, yeah, for this many races. T-Dog said, Yoshi, you slut.
Yoshi. You womanizer. He's like, bro.
Spits out an egg.
Analyze the E. Yoshi. I wonder what Yoshi's IQ is. I think it's like 50. He's got like a fast like personality.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, like what's the personality of like, or what's the IQ of like a horse? He's probably like close or like above that, but not by much.
Yeah, not by that much.
Let's see, IQ of a horse. I mean, you can't really test horses the same way you can test people. I don't think we're gonna get any information by looking up the IQ of a horse.
No.
He's definitely like pretty good at communication.
He's ride or die.
That doesn't exactly make him smart, though.
It makes them respect you.
It does. But dogs are ride or die. Yeah, if you're holding a piece of bacon.
Smarter dogs come about the IQ like a toddler.
Yeah.
I feel like Yoshi's smarter than that.
Yes. Well, he knows to protect babies that aren't of his own species, so he's got to be pretty smart.
Yeah, that's true.
He has empathy for other creatures.
Yeah, it's hard to feel empathy is like
The signature of the soul, so.
It also doesn't raise your intelligence, though.
It raises your spirituality, which is only possible through intelligent beings, I guess.
Yeah, only a person with a brain would invent a religious fucking reason to do something good. Yoshi also knows how to commit tax fraud.
oh yeah, that's true. I forgot about that.
When? Why? I'm not saying he shouldn't.
He goes, I lied on my tax forms because I just don't give a fuck. Now I'm practically swimming around in big bucks. I got $12 million in my attic undeclared, and I got another million more right under my stairs. I do my business deals under cover of the night so I can hide the cash away from Uncle Sam without a fight.
Ah.
I claim Baby Mario as independent, though he ain't my kid, and made up charity work I never even did. Baby Party.
Yeah, did you hear they have to shut this down after some of the babies went feral and killed the man?
I thought you were gonna say like a baby got killed on the ride.
No, the babies, like in the baby petting zoo.
Terrifying.
Yeah.
They didn't speak any language I never heard of.
They were so loud, their screams.
Who was the king that like raised feral children to figure out the language Adam spoke? Did some crazy science experiments back in the day.
Weird science is the best.
Yeah, weird science is where it's at.
Now we're all safe with our Super Hadron Colliders and AI bullshit.
Yeah, it's not as pleasant these days.
Yeah. Ooh, Cheeseland! And there's a
I like how
fucking
it's
cat
also,
hair
like-
on my screen.
I like how it's also the track with like the most cheese in it, just by design.
Oh, but it's so funny. It's so funny. Like, that's probably a localized name for it. That's probably not its name in Japan. It's probably like the Swiss mix or something in Japan.
So it's just the best coincidence ever.
Yeah. Oh, I was playing Piku Niku on stream a couple of weeks ago, and my brother was asking me about it the other day, and he was like, Piku Niku is definitely a Japanese word, right? And I was like, yeah, it definitely sounds like a Japanese word. He goes to Google it, and he just starts laughing his ass off.
What?
Guess what Piku Niku means?
Let's just tell me.
Picnic.
Oh.
It is! It's so funny! I can't believe that that's their word for it. It's like, oh fucking obviously.
It's like so obvious.
Yeah.
It's
like-
how
You can guess
guy
French.
says Canada.
Yeah.
Canada,
Yeah. Yeah, like just trying to guess stuff in French by saying le and then saying the English word for it.
Well, that actually works.
Yeah.
Very
Le,
good, bro.
le train.
Le train.
I don't know why it's called that though, but it's still silly.
I'd like to hear a person with a very heavy Japanese accent say things like
I'm sure if you watch enough of some of those Sentai shows, you'll find somebody.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Slice
Bible Black.
Watch it. Yeah, if you watch enough Bible Black, you'll hear somebody say it.
Well, if you put the ancient hentai and the hero of Alter DX, put those words together, and you get hero. Doesn't hentai mean like pervert or some shit in Japanese?
Yep.
It does. All right.
Yep. The one word we all collectively know the translation for.
See, I speak Japanese. What is katana mean? It means Japanese sword.
Yeah, I know Japanese. You know, piku niku, hentai.
Me too. Dude, if I were a Japanese
Yeah.
I would be just down there.
Oh, my favorite anime is Desu Noto. No, it is. It's Desu Noto.
Desu Noto. Man, they really are.
It's English with a flair on it.
With a little bit of iceberg crudeness.
Yeah. Oh my god, my cat's trying to get in my room. She can't get in the room because she doesn't have thumbs.
Those are helpful.
Contact says hamburgeroo.
Hamburger.
Is that what it is?
Hamburger. Just out of you.
I'm gonna run away and try and open the door and see what the cat wants. I'm gonna be right back. Wow! Come on, Beepoo. Come over here. Come over here. Complain. Yes, good kitter catter. Bring your complaints in this direction. I don't actually have anything for you. I just wanted you to hang out over here with me. Cooper says, or like that other stream who was being questioned. I never played League of Legends, but I know every female character. What? No, I don't know none of the guys. I wonder how he only knew about the female characters. I don't know anything about League of Legends. I do know a handful of characters though. I know Sonya, the healer with the piano, and I know Timu, the little hamster looking guy who sets up traps, and that's all I remember from when I played League of Legends.
Hello?
Oh, you were here. I was about to look down, being like, is my microphone on?
No, sorry.
Ah.
Like, off my lap.
Karai says they know of Akali, and that's it. Yeah, I think I only ended up playing, when I did play League of Legends, I played it for maybe like 3-4 months at most. I was like, yeah, this is not my cup of tea.
Yeah, never really been into MOBAs.
Well, I tried League of Legends and I was like, yeah, I'm not going to pick up another one.
Yeah. Though I got really into first-person shooters a little less than a year ago, which was great.
I like Doom and Doom Eternal. Wait, shouldn't 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24... Oh, no. I should have set it on 24 races.
Oh.
Oh, well. That's fine.
Peanut, what are you doing? My dog is being really weird right now.
What are they doing?
He's just rolling his back on my slippers like he's trying to get his scent on.
Maybe they are.
That's probably what he's doing. Hey, buddy. Come up here.
Dude, that throat's crazy.
That Tro?
Yeah, that green shell.
A true green shell?
Yeah, it must have been a while ago. I'm sure I got some T-Dog with it. It's crazy. Drew it like 5 seconds prior. Starts flying forever. It's crazy.
Yeah, you can tell how much my brain is remembering these races.
It's already shutting down.
Yeah. Holy cannoli cows. I can't wait to talk to them tomorrow in the Switch 2 language.
What's the Switch 2 language?
The one where I get to play as one of them. Brain gone on that race. Brain gone.
Oh, you mean the cow you play as? Yeah.
Yes.
I really wish it was called a moo and not a cow.
I wanted it to be called a moo cow.
Oh, that would also have been good.
Maybe they could have been like MUUCOW. Make a pun with it. It's a moo cow.
Yeah, that could work.
Also, fucking, I wanted to do a special cosplay stream for tomorrow with the Switch 2.
Mm-hmm.
But the costume I ordered didn't show up in time because it's definitely not going to be here tomorrow. It's in another part of Canada, so
Okay.
yeah. So I had to come up with a backup plan, and I was like, oh, I found a Nintendo shirt. I'll wear that. It's a lot less exciting,
Really
but
hype. Really hype.
yeah, I can pretend when people come to see me unbox a Switch 2, like I know what I'm talking about, because I'm gonna have a shirt with what's that one everybody likes on Nintendo?
That's not narrowing it down much.
The shit one that everybody likes on Nintendo, Zelda.
Arms?
Zelda.
Oh, Echoes of Wisdom?
Oh, best of the worst, Breath of the Wild.
Oh.
I haven't played it.
You've never played Breath of the Wild?
Well, technically, I've had my hands on it for like 5 minutes, but that was a Wii U version, also running on an emulator.
It's good. It's one of my favorite games for a while when I was like 15.
It does nothing for me.
It's about the journey, bro.
Cooper asks Average K, do you want your girlfriend to wear a Nintendo shirt and nothing else? Only Nintendo shirts from now on, woman, or we're not seeing each other.
Man, a Nintendo shirt and nothing else would be pretty attractive, though. I want her to wear Fantastic Four pajamas.
That's how I'm going to advertise my stream tomorrow.
There you go.
Yeah.
Never click on a video pass.
Hi, people. Welcome back. If you want to go outside, you don't need to crawl around the desk like that. You can just go scream at the door again. Oh! You came over here to try and play. That's my bad, Bee-Boo.
My dog just sleeps all day.
No, my cat just wants to play all day. I think she's like a living coffee bean.
Sad for many. Well, oh my god, what word not mentioned at all. I'm assuming that's the case.
That's the state of play?
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
I knew it. Alright. I really like how they call it state of play. It doesn't have like a very positive connotation for some reason.
Not really. It's like, it does sound like a headline where it's like, this is the current state of what you can expect on PlayStation.
Like, or not, like, this is what you're getting. I'm sorry. Like, this is the state of play.
Yeah.
Like, Nintendo Treehouse sounds fun. It's like little like, childish.
Yeah, it's like, what? No way? Nintendo got a treehouse? Let me see it.
Let me see what's in that treehouse. State of play. Like, fucking bad.
They probably mean like a state, like a place. Like, this is the state where you go to play. Well then what? Why are they talking about it like it's a fucking condition? Like, this is the current state that your PlayStation is in.
It's such like a medical
It
way
is.
to examine it.
It is.
It's like, and like you never examine something medically if it's positive.
Nope.
This is the current state of play, everybody. Yep, no Bloodborne. I know it's been 10 years.
Bloodborne's just never coming back.
It's just never, like, it's my IP to sit on and do nothing with, buddy.
Yeah. Mortal Kombat collection's cool. The Marvel fighting game, I guess, is cool.
I heard those are really sick.
Marvel fighting games have a tendency to be really good.
Yeah, I wonder why that is. For some reason, Marvel is just better at video games shit than DC.
Well, it's because the first bunch of them were made by Capcom.
Yeah,
And Capcom was like, oh man, we love making Street Fighter games. Would you let... Yeah, would you let Ryu punch Cyclops in the face?
Like, I thought you'd never ask.
Yeah. Put Mega Man in there. Put Mega Man in there.
Only Marvel is going nuts. Yeah. Do you see, like, and we haven't gotten, it's also been fucking 10 years since Arkham Knight, which was probably the best Rocksteady game we got. And like, they showed no reason to slow down, and then they just fucking did. For no reason.
Well, there's probably somebody fucking bought him out and was like, don't do anything until we tell you to do something.
Make a Suicide Squad.
Yeah, go work on a Suicide Squad game. We're gonna let somebody else make whatever the Batman family was version of that.
Give it to this really successful studio that shows no sign of slowing down. They're called Telltale.
Okay, Telltale just laid off all their employees.
No one's making Batman games.
Yeah. I'm trying to think, what else was at that State of Play though that I was like, oh, that looks cool.
Was there a God of War?
No, I definitely wouldn't think that looked cool.
Yeah, I know, but like, they're always talking about God of War.
They did not talk about God of War, The Last of Us, or Uncharted. But they did talk about Astrobot.
To be involved in The Last of Us at this point. They only know how to do remakes.
They only got 2 games. They got 2 games.
It is getting to like Skyrim points of ridiculousness. I'm saying, like.
Yeah, but Skyrim's
Like,
actually
we're
good.
gonna need a top 10 Last of Us re-releases list.
Well, the Xbox versions of it soon are going to be something.
Yeah.
I was thinking about buying like the Halo or Gears of War collection for PlayStation until I found out that Xbox was going to be getting access to PlayStation games as well, and then I was like, oh,
Yeah. No.
it's not special anymore. It's not special when I can point and laugh at the Xbox people and be like, haha, I have your toys.
I don't understand why Xbox doesn't do exclusives anymore. It's really weird to me. Fucking killing them as a console.
Phil Spencer likes being in the cook chair.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
He loves it.
I mean, like from like a business perspective, you know, like no one's gonna buy a fucking Xbox if they have a PC, so you're missing out on like an entire market of games.
Yeah. What
Very,
happened with Xbox was that Xbox 360 launched, and it launched with a way better lineup of exclusives than the PS3 had, and then they just kept pumping out the exclusives that sold well instead of like trying to make more exclusives. Whereas that's what Sony did, was like, oh, we're losing the Xbox. Which of our games are actually successful and which aren't? Let's start to diversify.
Right.
And then it turned out it was Last of Us, God of War, and Uncharted that got people's attention.
Yeah, definitely. Those third-person adventure games are really the selling point of the PlayStation.
But now it's also like a lot of companies are losing money by being an exclusive. Like
yeah, it's a tough decision to make for sure, because you're relying on a completely different company for your game's success.
Well, if I was releasing something semi-indie, like say Balatro 2.
Okay.
That's not actually huge. Not everybody plays it. Everybody knows about it, but not everybody's played it.
Right, but it's I mean that game definitely made way more than it cost to make.
Oh yeah, because it probably was like one dude working on it for like 6 weeks.
Yeah, no, like so it's definitely a really successful title.
Yeah, but he's definitely made a fucking ton of money off of it. But if he went exclusive with PlayStation, I bet he would have not even half as much.
Yeah, probably. Especially with fucking PlayStation. Like, who the fuck? Part of the reason people like Deluxe is convenient. Like, put that shit on the App Store on like a mobile gaming device or your computer.
Yeah.
While you're working, you can like secretly. It's like how people would always play solitaire at their desk in like the 90s.
Yeah, except this is new, better solitaire.
Yeah, except it's better and more fun than solitaire. But I mean, like, how often is an indie developer gonna go exclusive unless they're like they have an established? It's all risk management, you know. Like,
yeah.
If an indie developer is an established, successful developer who's like made games in the past that did really well, that people really like, then maybe they'll accept making a game that isn't so great and diverge some of that risk into a company where you know you're going to have a successful contract, even if the game isn't an explosion like your previous one. So you're basically giving the risk over to a different company to manage it for you when you're agreeing to make an exclusive. Which is why most exclusives, instead of being made by like outsiders, they're usually studios that are hired by the parent company or owner of the console. Like Sony's exclusives are all made by subsidiaries of Sony. You know?
Yeah. Cooper says a few years ago, cross-platform was only a dream. You know, for Nintendo people, it still is.
But who really cares? Honestly, like, you get a Nintendo console to play Nintendo games, and they're exclusive if you're not into emulation.
Yeah. But I will say that Guilty Gear Strive on the Switch is unacceptable. The fact that they pretend that there's an online feature in that game is like, that's consumer rights violation level of bullshit, I think.
They like put in bots into the regular system?
No, they let you go into lobbies and act like you can play a match online. I don't think I've ever finished any match ever once online in that game without the worst fucking lag in the world.
Oh. So, like,
I've been in lobbies. I've been in lobbies with like one other player, and like we still have the worst fucking connection in the entire world. Like I proved it one night on stream by showing that on the Nintendo servers for Guilty Gear Strive, there was like me and like 8 dudes playing in Japan. Obviously, me trying to connect to Japan is not going to go that well. But when there's fucking 8 of us on the entirety of their servers, it should be fine, right?
I mean, if there's 8 of you on the entirety of the servers, it should be a fucking problem. That means that their system is bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's something Nintendo really fucking sucks at, is online.
Yep.
They're absolutely killing Western devs and, like, game efficiency. Like, you never have to download a 300 fucking gigabyte Nintendo game like you do over here.
Well, soon. Tomorrow, actually.
Yeah. But I'd say, like, the Japanese have always been a lot better at, like, just, like, compressing data and making games efficiently than the West, who is a little bit obsessed with, like, open world hyper detail, which doesn't always add much to gameplay.
No, it doesn't. That's what I was about to say. I'm indifferent to games being open world. Like, sometimes it's cool, but, like, Yakuza...
It can work if, like, the mechanics of your game complement it, but if they don't, it's fucking annoying.
Yeah. Yakuza games...
Like, Elden Ring is so obnoxious. Like, they're using mechanics built for not an open world format.
Yeah. Yakuza games have, like, pretty big maps, but on each stretch of road, there's probably, like, 6 or 7 different mini games and, like, 9 different kind of different shops for you to go into with all kinds of different purposes.
Like, it's not really an open world, it's like, it's not fucking alive. You know?
Yeah. Yes, that's the other thing as well, actually. The Yakuza games have ways of interacting with just regular old NPCs and all kinds of stuff to do in the overworld.
Go into the stores and stuff is really important. Like in Cyberpunk, like you have a huge ass city, but again, all the doors are locked. Like, there's no
Yeah,
culture.
it is pretty rare to be able to be like, okay, I would like a new hat. Guess I'm driving like 15 minutes across town. To the hat artisans.
But yeah, we got a little too obsessed with open world for a while. I think that trend is finally starting to die down.
Well, you don't need it.
Yeah,
Like, not every game needs to be open world.
definitely not. I'd say most don't.
Bayonetta 3 being open world feels like that was a higher up decision, not like the team's decision.
Right, right.
Make the beat 'em up game open world. The one that should be like really focused on where the action is going to happen. Yeah, make it open world.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. Like branching paths on a level is fine.
Game started that shit anyway.
What started
Concept
pushing?
that open world to be functional as a design perspective.
Probably Crackdown.
Oh yeah, Crackdown.
Because they made it like they're like, even if you weren't actually doing anything, tearing down buildings was like the way to play.
Right.
So like even if you wanted to go back across town and you drove to where you were properly, you'd have fun smashing your way back through buildings if you wanted to. Yeah, yeah. And everybody was like, oh, it was fun because it was open world. It wasn't, they didn't look at it as fun because it was mechanically interesting.
Right. Yeah, that can actually work. The first open world game I played that I thought figured out was Breath of the Wild. But even that game's not perfect.
T-Dog says, I thought it'd be faster on 200cc. Guess as fast as we can go. Yeah, it's weird.
You know what's interesting is that this is mislabeled and it's a lot higher than 200cc mathematically speaking.
Yeah, it's like 415 or something, right?
Shit like that, yeah.
I love that. I love that it's actually like 400 and you just call it 200.
To be fair, like this speed is like honestly it's pretty perfect for most tracks. Not every track. There's a couple where it's like kind of bullshit. Clearly, like it's not play tested. But I'd say for most tracks, 200cc feels pretty good.
Yeah. I think it is the Mario Kart 8 Rainbow Road. There's a turn on that I just feel like I can't take.
Always 200cc working, functioning properly, and that I think that turn is just impossible.
Yeah, it's like you have to stop your car.
You have to literally, like, you can't brake drift around it. You can't drift around it. You can't brake drift around it. You have to literally, like, do a 2-point turn to survive that turn.
Cooper says when FF7 was being played on PS1, once you reached mid-game, you were shocked to see an entire world was open. Yeah, I guess mid-game is when you get the airship, and then you probably are like, oh fuck, I really can turn around. I can go back to Midgar, where the party's gonna say, better not go in there. Better not go back there again.
Man, the airship is mid-game. I was like 14 hours into the original Final Fantasy VII. It's such a long game.
First time I played through that game, no guide, it took me about a year. I was 13.
I really gotta give that game another shot.
It's so good. It's so good.
And not the remake, the original. So I gotta have to suffer through some random encounters and shit.
Um, get the like Switch or PlayStation version with the speed of battle mode. Make all the fights go 3 times faster, and then like grinding is super easy as well then.
Oh yeah. I think it's
And
crazy
if
that
you-
they need to like modify it, like they need to speed it up to make it more playable. I would
Well,
not
they
be
know-
proud of my combat system if that was like a popular modification.
Yeah. Well, I think everybody's kind of in agreement that a lot of turn-based games are a little bit too slow.
Yeah. Just paced horribly. Whenever you reach that point where you just have to start grinding to progress. Like they'll be paced really well until you just hit that wall. It could be anywhere.
Well, I
Even,
don't.
like, really excellent turn-based games have that problem, I'd say.
Yeah, well, actually, I found a really bad version of that in Final Fantasy X. When there's an area where you fight the recurring villain, but you can't like back out of that zone. You have to stay in that zone when you're there. And
Yeah.
a lot of the basic enemies were over leveled for me. Like I wasn't leveling properly, or I like spent stats wrong, so my characters just weren't good. But even taking it as far as like that boss fight, which I'd get one-shotted by most of his attacks, was fucking hell. And I was like, this is fucking brutal, that I'm gonna have to figure out what is the weakest enemy in this zone because I can't turn around. And now I have to grind on the weakest enemy until my party's strong enough to deal with the weakest enemy, so we can fight the regular enemies here to grind against those
Yeah, it's just
to
busy
fight
work.
the boss.
It's stupid ass busy work. Like, who cares? It's not
Yeah.
fun at all. But yeah,
Karai says you don't get the ship till the near the end of disc 2. Well, you get good modes of transport that can take you around the world, and you can do optional stuff in Final Fantasy VII before you get the actual airship.
I think the Mario and Luigi games did turn-based combat really well.
Yeah. T-Dog says, Bowie, would you be okay if we only did the regular tracks? Oh yeah, for sure. If that's all you're down to do, I totally understand if you've gotten burnt out.
I'd be more concerned if you haven't.
My mental state is fine. What are you talking about?
I feel so healthy.
I've never felt so... The words that I need, that one. That's how I'm feeling right now.
So I've noticed at the start of every race, you're not throttling at the 2-second mark.
No, I gave up on that long time ago.
What?
That's for scrubs.
That's for children. Yeah.
That's
Only
for
babies.
cheaters.
So you're just handicapping yourself because you're idle as fuck?
Yeah, I don't need that advantage. It wouldn't be fun if I won every race, so I don't do it.
Or are you just bagging? I bet you're just bagging.
I'm just bagging. That's why I'm also in the lead in points, is because I'm bagging.
That's why you're in third place.
It's why I'm also like probably 50 points behind T-Dog now as well. It's because I am bagging, I'm just not good at it.
Yeah, I'm kind of bad at it too. But I don't, it's not something I want to bother getting good at. It doesn't look fun at all.
I think I tried it once and I was like, no, fuck this.
Like, I don't understand how people can enjoy this game so much competitively when there's just like... the way momentum works pisses me off so much.
Well, Mofax plays, or did play this competitively anyway, and like they do have like a pretty respectable rank where it's like, oh, like they're definitely good at the game.
Like they're legit. They got like a solidified whatever that rank system is called on Mario Kart.
Yeah, it's like WR. I don't know what it means, but someone give Skeletal Lady a channel hand bag. Oh, because we're talking about bagging. But yeah, Mofax says that there are certain tracks, like it might be this one, where he will be the only person who leaves the starting line sometimes because it's so easy to bag on some tracks.
Yeah. No, some tracks are like freaking ridiculous the way it's done. Everyone will just wait for like coins and stuff. I don't know. The way you play this game competitively gets really, really silly.
Yeah.
And it just becomes hard to take seriously when like you're waiting for other people to pass you in a racing game.
Well, it's debatably like not a bad tactic in this to sit in second place when you know eventually.
Debatably. Absolutely a great tactic.
Yeah, but first place is also a busted position to be in because the only person.
Only if you can create ground, your speed stats really high.
But it's also defensively, like, it's really good because the only person who can usually get a shot with any item at you is second place, and they usually get like red shells.
No, they do. Usually
they do.
Like, but by that point you're getting defense items. So.
Yeah. And apart from like the blue shell, you're pretty safe from everything except for lightning.
Yeah, probably the blue shell is like basically confirmed on longer tracks.
Yeah.
And so if you're not creating like insane distance that nullifies the effects of the blue shell, or if you get really lucky and have a dodge item, then you're just kind of screwed by it, and it's a good reason not to claw your way into first at all opportunities, which I feel like isn't really in the spirit of a racing game. I feel like you should always be trying to get into first.
Yep. One of the meta kart setups basically nullifies being hit by items because the acceleration on it is so high.
Is that one of the baby karts?
Yeah. The top speed on it isn't the best, but like it's good enough that you can win races with it. Because if you get hit by an item, it's basically like you didn't really stop. You just lost a little bit of speed.
Right. So that's why I wish all items worked in this game and all kart combinations. Where instead of just like being brought to a complete stop after working on building all that speed up, it just eliminates a little bit of speed.
Yeah.
Or maybe a lot, depending on the item or where you are in the race. I don't know.
Yeah, because it does feel like you shouldn't build for acceleration or speed. You should just mid-max a little bit of both.
Yeah, definitely. 37th race. Holy cow. But all those problems, it seems like World is going to address them. So.
It's going to address them by just making you race by yourself around the world.
I meant mainly from like the item standpoint.
Oh yeah. Ooh, fuck.
I really hope that game turns out to be pretty good.
Well, I mean, they're like, it's Mario Kart. Like, which one would you say you don't want to play if I said we're going to play Mario Kart?
N64.
What? That was great.
Yeah, I know, but I never played it.
Oh. But like, you would accept that it's good game though.
Oh, you see what I mean? Alright, I see what you mean. It's like that staying power. It's
Yeah.
probably gonna have a reason to stick around.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Like, I wouldn't even be mad if you said Mario Kart on the SNES. Even that game, I liked it quite a bit.
I really.
No. Some people are not a fan of the retro.
It's the 2D ones that really just don't fucking work for me.
What? But did you play F-Zero?
Yeah, I love F-Zero, but
that game uses Mode 7 graphics as well.
Yeah, I know, but it doesn't feel like every turn is at a right angle in that game.
Oh, I gotcha.
I feel like every single turn in the GBA and the SNES Mario Karts are fucking horrendous. Like, I do feel like, yeah, just hit the wall or completely stop and turn the car slowly.
The problem is drifting is like way different as a mechanic in the first Mario Kart.
Oh, Zilla! We're playing every track in order. God damn it.
What man?
Yeah.
I'm sorry for that. It's too bad.
That's just how we gotta play these games.
It's
Bye
okay,
bye.
Zola didn't do it. It's okay.
Yeah, Zilla, it's alright.
Just be warned, like, these people on the cusp of a mental breakdown replaying Fortnite.
Yeah. This is our 38th race of the night. Yep.
So nobody's actually mad. It's just on the cusp of a mental breakdown.
Yeah.
He's incredibly volatile at the moment.
I have people waiting outside the room with a straitjacket for me. Just in case. Just in case.
They're ready to just like inject you with some shit or bring you to the nut house.
Yep. They're gonna inject me with some copium. It's alright, this is new Mario Kart tomorrow, you're gonna make it.
The Mario Kart's gonna be great, it's worth $80.
You should be glad you're paying $80.
So you know it's good.
Yeah, I really like. Well, I think it's like 100 and something for Switch games in Canada. Like maybe 115. But I really needed to spend that $115 so I could justify spending like $600 on the system itself. That's how you know it's really worth it. Was when I had to spend another fucking sixth of the cost.
I'm actually pretty excited for Metroid Prime 4.
Oh, I hope it's real.
That'd be crazy if it was real. But I really want to play that with like the Joy-Con mouse controls. That seems like a really sick experience.
Yeah. Oh yeah, FPS is gonna pop off on the Switch 2.
Yep.
Cooper says Karai is saying, oops, I did it again. Alright, Zilla, Lightning Cup, Piranha Plant Slide, and then Grumble Volcano. And just keep going across that way. T-Dog hates this game so much.
No, don't worry, we all do. There's a special place in hell for this game and its creators.
T-Dog says, nah, the order is fucked. Rip. Alright, back to Mario Circuit, everyone.
Just reset the run, Bowie.
Yeah. No, I can save it. I can save it. I know the glitch is here. If I take out my weapon wheel at the right time.
If you open it right after firing the BFG. About like a weird mount just to play Doom Eternal better.
Is it good?
Oh, it's great. I'm thinking about raising my DPI. I run about 1,000 DPI. But I think I'm gonna try 2,000.
Well, that's a lot of DPIs.
I had a friend who ran at fucking like 3,500.
Is that like how fast the mouse moves?
Yeah. I forget what it stands for. It's like, I don't know, like direct or something. But it's basically like how often the laser tracks its position.
Oh.
So higher DPI means it's tracking it way more, means it goes way faster.
Yeah.
And is much more sensitive.
Yeah. So you can't use any bad words around your mouse or it will cry.
Well, it'll start crying, yeah. It gets pretty messed up. When I get pissed, when I get like killed by my boss, what the fuck? My mouth starts crying and stuff working.
Okay. No words.
So it's a trade-off, you know. It's a trade-off. Sort of have to give up on one meta to utilize another in the internal.
The meta of swearing to calm down.
You can't swear in this one, but your mouse controls are so much more precise. I like how a lot of the hazards on these courses like don't work at 200cc because you're going too fast.
Yeah. Like he's still doing his job, but like he shouldn't have shown up for work today.
It's like this, like, why the fuck am I even here if we're doing 200?
Imagine trying to like bite onto something that's moving at that speed as well.
Yeah. It's not their fault. They didn't sign up for 200cc.
No, every tooth in their head was getting ripped out of their face when they bite onto something.
Yeah, they got torn to pieces.
Yeah. Like they don't have the stopping power to catch a bullet.
I would really love to see like a grotesquely animated like piranha plant grabs one of these carts going at PC and it just like fucks up everyone involved. It grabs like baby Luigi or something. Well, the bystanders are like, oh my god.
It happened again. Why do we keep racing here?
Why do we put these obstacles on? That was when the Declaration, no, the Bill of Races. The Bill of Rights, which is called the Bill of Rights, was written for Mario Kart.
Not the
allowed on the track except for...
Well, I like it because the Geneva Conventions are ignored. You can light your enemies on fire. It's okay.
He only gets 3/5 of the vote. These are very racist times in Mario Kart universe.
Pretty racist, but very open-minded at the same time. They will let skeletons and bugs into their races, but they won't like it.
Do you think there's any like conservative Mario fans? These dang bees, the enemies that you stopped on. That's not a race. Our game. He used to stomp on them. Now we're giving them the keys to our vehicles, our children's vehicles.
I remember when Kamek used to be a woman. I don't like this.
Letting Birdo drive in my car?
I don't like the look of that Link fella.
He's too Hillian. What do you mean, too Hillian? Alright,
That was a good time for that channel reward.
Why is it Hylian?
No, it was when you said he looks too highly in the Aaron one played, where it's like, you done messed up Aaron.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at him like breaking the clipboard. How do you say it? I've heard Hylian, Hillian.
Well, as somebody who's never played... No, I have. I've played several of them. I've only finished Twilight Princess, though.
You only speak in text box. It's not helpful around you.
Yeah. I'm going to say it is...
Every time I talk to somebody like plays video games a lot, they're usually like, yeah, I'm not a huge Zelda fan. I've only played this one, this one, this one.
No, I've only finished one.
I mean, you played so much.
I've played...
I'm laughing because I did the same thing. I was like, yeah, I haven't played a lot of Zelda, but I did play Ocarina of Time.
Oh.
I did play Link's Awakening. I did play Link to the Past. And I was like, wait, no, I guess I am kind of Zelda.
Yeah.
I played Breath of the Wild.
I own Link's crossbow training, but I haven't played it.
Oh, that's cool.
I tell you what, I'm thinking about playing it. I'm always thinking about playing it.
I would love to play is I'd love to emulate that game where you play as like 4 Links.
Oh, that game sucks. I played that. It super sucks.
Sad.
Well,
I don't think if you were to get 3 other people, it would be pretty fun. Right?
yeah, except I had to play it with 2 other people, so it was lame. And also, like me and one other person had to play with GBAs.
Shell. It's a magic con.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty rough.
Hey, thank you for the bits, Cooper.
I don't know enough Zelda fans to line that up.
I don't know enough fans of any series I like to be able to line up anything.
Isn't that... It's one of the blessings and curses of being a fan of something niche.
Yeah.
So anytime something niche becomes mainstream, it pretty much gets fucking ruined, so you have to choose. Would you rather have toxic fan base, but plenty of people to play the game with, or no fan base, but the game doesn't fucking have the most annoying fan base of all time?
I'd be I'm rather happy with the smaller fan base and no toxicity. T-Dog says, Bowie, can we make this right? Let's skip SNES Rainbow Road since we did it 4 times yesterday. Yes, alright, we're gonna skip SNES Rainbow Road.
I feel that. It just bothered me a little bit too.
Yeah, everybody came here to see this end on Rainbow Road as well, and now, like... Or no, actually, no, we're not going to end on Rainbow Road. I think we're going to end... maybe on an F-Zero track?
That'd be awesome. Big Blue, maybe?
Yeah, I think it might be Big Blue.
So, have you played Broadcast Out?
Played what?
Broadcast BS,
No, what's that? Is that the 64 expansion one?
No, it was almost an expansion for the original, but in Japan they like broadcasted these tracks.
Oh! Yeah, I heard about those ones. No, I never played them. They're good though?
Oh, they're great. What somebody did was they found the VHS footage of the tracks and wrote a program that would analyze the VHS footage and pixel for pixel between the tracks.
That's so fucking cool.
I know. So I played a ROM hack from the guy that did that. Shit, it's awesome.
I bet Nintendo hates that. Fucking game preservationists.
But yeah, I highly recommend it. Get your hands on the ROM hack. I mean, I could also just like totally legally defend it. But it's definitely worth the play. You get like 4 other cars too.
Ooh. I will check it out eventually.
Yeah, I recommend it. It's just 2 new GPs.
So awesome though. Alright, Zilla, just to make sure you know as well, we're skipping the SNES Rainbow Road. So ice outpost now. Oh, thank God.
Oh, thank God.
Thank you, T-Dog. It is a gift from T-Dog. I appreciate it. Oh, race number 43.
Give it up for day 15.
Ooh, I'm so cool.
In the new Garfield card, or are you like 100% trolling?
I'm just trolling.
Okay, I just wanted to check. I was curious if you'd actually be showing up to play Mario Kart. Or Garfield card.
I did give Garfield Kart away on stream.
Oh, that's cool. I watched Donkey play Garfield Kart not too long ago.
Man, I had that video on in the background like twice and just did not pay attention to it all. At all.
I mean, it was just a screen.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, he made an actual video of it too.
Yeah. Well, I think it was just like highlights of his stream.
Yeah. He's been playing a lot of like old kart races in preparation for Mario Kart World.
So he can just dunk on Mario Kart World when it comes out. And everybody's gonna think he's fucking serious.
Yep. Dude, it pisses me off the people who like can't figure out what he's joking or not, because he makes it so freaking obvious.
Yeah.
And then people are like, oh, he needs a humor to hide his criticism behind himself as his account. It's like, bro, like, just listen to what he's saying.
Yeah.
2 seconds. It'll be like, oh, okay, I can see that was a joke. This is genuine criticism.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure there were people who were getting upset at him for saying Grand Theft Auto 6 is going to cost like thousands of dollars by the end of his video.
That was a funny one.
Yeah. Oh, they got birds. Bump it up by $5.
They got some birds here. He played this Disney kart racer from like 2000 that actually looked pretty like well designed, all things considered.
It was just a mix of Disney movie characters.
No, they were like original. It was weird.
Oh.
It was like Disneyland rides with a track.
That's
Bizarre.
acceptable, I guess.
But it was like kind of cool, like the way it was executed. It had those like really poppy PS1 graphics,
Yeah.
but like mixed with Disney characters. It's kind of unique. It's definitely not something I'd ever like go out of my way to play.
Just like
Such a
most
stop.
Disney games.
Who is that?
I think we got Karai.
Hey, Karai.
Maybe. Oh no, we got a ghost.
Hello.
Oh, it's Karai. Hello.
How's everyone doing? Happy funeral for Mario Kart.
Happy funeral to Mario Kart 8 to you too. I gotta say, this is a lot more lively funeral for Mario Kart 8 than I had for Smash Bros.
Because your relationship with Smash Bros is a lot.
Yeah, I hate that game.
Smash Bros. is also filled with people who aren't the best people.
Affiliated.
That don't mean nothing. The FGC would let Hitler back in if he was good at pressing buttons, apparently.
Sure, I don't know about that one, but alright.
You like the That one's undeniable.
Yeah, so instead of the Wazler, someone will become infamous in the FGC called the Diddler.
The Diddler. Oh, here.
I kind of want to refund one of the Capcom fighting collections on Steam. No, actually, it'd be a better, like a prank video if I went into EB Games or whatever. I was like, yeah, I'd like a refund. I just kept getting matched with the Wazzler all night. I can't play this.
This is unplayable.
Zilla's...
What's the best racing game you've ever played?
Crash Team Racing.
Ooh, I've never played Crash Team Racing.
It's pretty dope.
Yeah.
Can you race as the box? As like the item box?
No.
Damn. Can't be that good then.
You would think that, but like, don't let that glaring oversight of lack of choice in characters hinder your enjoyment of the game.
Alright, I'll give it a shot. No item box. Kind of fun. No.
I heard slightly about it, and I think it's pretty cool.
So average take will SpongeBob.
What?
And not only is SpongeBob, so are the Avatar,
Impossible?
and Minecraft.
Oh wow.
And then rumor is that
Wait, Rafiki from Lion King is gonna make an entrance?
I want...
Rafiki's a great choice, like, before even any of the other characters on Disney.
probably not
Like Miguel.
I want Majima from Yakuza in it.
it's not impossible. It's just a Sega fan.
I would like Tetsuo Yamura as my favorite.
I would like
Sagato Sanshiro is really good as well. Just bring him back.
His gimmick is that he doesn't even have a card.
Principles.
He runs while carrying, what was it, the Saturn on his back?
Yes, the Saturn. Yep.
How do you guys feel about Neo Bowser City?
I like it.
It's alright. It's a little slippery for me.
It's one of the ones where it's not actually any good on 200, but I still think it's fun.
Yeah, it's definitely one of the bad 200 tracks.
I am not with that track, even in like regular. I just think that there's not a whole lot going on.
Yeah, it's a little. I mean, I think visually it's pretty cool, but the track itself is a little underwhelming. It's just a lot of weird turns.
Give me like a full-blown Blade Runner-esque Cyber City.
I mean, that's Neo Bowser City.
Like, give me a like a grand hologram of
Only Mario. I can. You look lonely. You look like a good player.
You remember watching that movie, Silly?
Yep.
What movie?
Blade Runner 2049.
No, I never heard of it.
It's alright.
One of the best movies.
Yeah. Definitely wouldn't make it my like profile pictures. Fake or anything.
I mean,
The other reason.
that could be a certain grab
Yeah, it's going to drive, like, because he's pretty purple in that movie too, I bet.
No, it's obvious from Barbie because it's all pink.
Oh yeah.
I remember you had no right to
The Barbie movie?
Yeah.
Oh man, that movie's so good.
I heard people enjoyed it.
You haven't seen it?
No, I never saw it.
Oh, it's so funny. It's so fucking funny.
Like legit, it is like very, very.
Maybe I'll check it out.
Also, I don't think there's... No, there's like one actor in it that I'd say like they shoehorned them in case the movie actually wasn't funny. There's one actor who's like put in there to be like, at least we could say that guy was funny.
Was it?
No, what's his name? President of the...
Oh yeah, the president of Mattel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Coop. Yeah, Cooper says Drive was romantic and Barbie made them cry at the end. Was this Scott Pilgrim? I don't think they needed him in that. I feel like Michael Cera was like, I just want to be in a movie and do some martial arts again. Like, I spent so long learning to do martial arts for the Scott Pilgrim movie and I don't get to do it anymore. Can I do it in your movie?
That's probably why.
Did y'all see that what's his face? What's the guy, like, the movie guy that all, like, the white people love their movies? Like, the guy who made that one dog stop motion movie?
Wait, what?
Wes Anderson?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Wes Anderson, the guy who made like Fantastic Mr. Fox and Grand Theft Auto. Well.
Yeah, he casted Michael Cera in his movie, and people are like, oh god, it's like watching a man discover fire. Like, those two are like a match.
Yes, actually, I suppose they are. He's going to become the equivalent to Johnny Depp and Tim Burton.
That'd be awesome. What do you think is the best Tim Burton movie?
Objectively or personally?
Let's say objectively.
Objectively, I feel like Edward Scissorhands.
That's probably what I would say as well.
That's a fair point. I like Winona Ryder in that movie.
Yeah, she does a great job in all of Tim Burton's movies.
Y'all remember that one time that Tim Burton and
Which one was that?
there was a movie in the late, or not the late, but like the mid 2010s called Miss Peregrine's.
Oh, I
And it was
remember.
just, it's just X-Men, but it's Tim Burton's.
I do remember that. Alright, what about personal opinion? Best Tim Burton movie?
Personally, I would say either Louis or Batman.
Ooh, Batman 89 is a good choice.
Yeah, Batman 89 is pretty fun. Beetlejuice.
Yeah, Jack Nicholson is good in that. I think Beetlejuice is a little overrated, personally.
I agree as well. I love Beetlejuice, I'm not getting me wrong, but I feel like people act like, oh, everything else is shit. Only Beetlejuice is good.
Yeah, that's definitely not true for me.
I don't know, it's just like that, like, mwah, of spookiness from me.
I do think it's funny how like the Beetlejuice is literally just like a pervert.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
Did you
I-
rewatching? I was like, oh, I forgot how much of like a predator this is.
Yeah, I think they bring that up in the new movie where when the writer's like, I was 16 at that time, and he's like, oh! He just like tugs on his collar, he's like, well!
Yeah, that was fun.
And still tries to marry her again.
Pulls on his collar, yeah. That's funny.
Enjoy Beetlejuice. The first time I watched it, I wasn't a fan, but I watched it again with Ellie. And it's a movie going on. It's not the best one, but I will give it credit because they used an obscure song at the end, and you know that song that gets more, you're like, oh, this is like a great song, but no one else knows it, and then you hear it in like a popular movie, and you're like, oh, I know that song. Great, now that song is ruined because everyone wants to listen to it.
Yeah, he did. We were just talking about niche fan bases versus huge toxic ones.
Yeah.
Fucking Persona fandom is pretty bad. The Kingdom Hearts fandom is pretty bad.
Those are all inescapable. You just gonna have to accept those.
I'm part of the Kingdom Hearts fandom, but I don't associate with them.
I don't associate. That's fair.
This might be a little bit of a hot take because we are in Skeleton server, but I feel ever since Companion, I feel like the Devil May Cry fandom has kind of
Oh, we used to be so cool.
And now
We
you
used-
guys have that Kitty Addy Shankar show.
and now
I'm so sorry.
normies have taken over Devil May Cry, not knowing what Devil May Cry actually is.
I think we need to just ban Addy Shankar from video cameras and animation.
No, because Adi Shankar has done good stuff.
No, he has. No.
He's not actually bad at telling a story. He's a really good, like, director and writer, but oh my fuck, don't let him touch an intellectual property. Holy fuck, he will fuck it up.
He's not even a good writer.
He is not. Well,
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe he is, maybe he's not. But the races are over, so thank you all very much for racing.
Oh, I'm
One
sorry,
last
I
time.
don't want to end on something so negative about how much I dislike Addy Shankar.
I need to pull out a microphone. I'm like, hang on. What's the deal with airplane food, Addy?
Ooh, guys.
I'm going to step to the bathroom, and then I'll figure out if there's something happening on stream still. So, give me 1 second. I'll be right back. You guys may discuss how much you hate Addy Shankar.
Okay.
Alright. I was gonna say, good night, T-Dog. Thank you for stopping by. You have a good one.
Hi, T-Dog.
I was gonna say that I think actually Adi's genuinely a good director. You just need someone to keep him on a leash.
So kind of like, I guess most directors are like that. You can't give them complete creative control or else the product's gonna be shit.
Because, and I have proof of this, it's called Castlevania Season 1. That was all Adi Shankar, and that's like one of the best Castlevania things in a while.
I didn't like Castlevania.
Like the first season specifically, not the rest of the show, just those first 6, I think it's like 4 or 6 episodes.
Even those are just like okay, I'd say. Like I think that like stuff he's not responsible for, like action choreography, was like really impressive. But I thought the writing was obnoxious. I thought the characters are pretty obnoxious.
Have you seen any of like his bootleg stuff?
I've seen him like we need to fix a poo video he made. I'm like, dude, just stop tearing down other people's shit. Make your own shit. Stop using IDs.
I would recommend if you have a time, like the time, not now, but whenever you get a chance, he's made 2 Marvel like fan films, I guess. They're called Truth in Journalism and Dirty Laundry, and those 2 shorts are like legitimately like awesome.
Huh.
I am return. I am
What's up?
return.
Welcome back.
Bowie.
I was about to say, I was telling Average K about Shoddy's Marvel fan films.
I've only seen the Venom one.
And I was just talking about how I didn't like Castlevania.
I played both of the games that Castlevania show is based on, and he de-yassified Isaac, and Alucard was not around to meet Hector or Isaac. All of the stuff that happened with Hector and Isaac in the show does not happen in their game at all. But it does lead to this. Oh, wait, have you played Curse of Darkness?
No, but I played Castlevania 3.
Who's in 3?
I never beat 3. I got as far as I could. This game is so hard.
Well, who's the Belmont in that one then?
It's which one is it? There's too many Belmonts now.
Was not Richter or Trevor or Simon.
I think it's Trevor.
Oh yeah, it could be Trevor, I guess.
I think it's the characters you play as in Castlevania 3 are the girl, the like ice wizard chick, Trevor and Alucard, and then this like random thief guy who crawls around on the ceiling, who they don't mention in the show. But he's also a character you can play as for some reason.
Oh yeah, there he is. Being a sneaky little knife man.
Yeah. I just, for some reason, not acknowledging him at all is really funny.
What's up?
There's a character in Castlevania 3 who's not mentioned in the Castlevania show, even though he was part of the team. Grant the Nasty.
Oh yeah, Grant. He was not part of the show at all for some reason.
Yeah.
I like that his last name is the Nasty. How else am I supposed to pronounce that? D-A-N-A-S-T-Y. The Nasty.
That's the nasty.
So, Skelly, since usually you end stream in like 30 minutes, would you like to like do a set of fighting game or something?
Bowie, play Doom Eternal.
I don't think I have it installed, and it's not going to install that fast.
Oh, I thought you did. I was playing it earlier. It said you had like an hour on it or some shit.
I turned it back on when I was like halfway through Dark Ages, just to make sure I wasn't like being nostalgic for a game I played a long time ago. I was like, I gotta pick this up and make sure like this game was actually harder and better.
Alright, fair enough. It is better. I'm sure it's gonna be not as good as.
Or would you like to like do some more grinding on Expedition since you only got about 30 minutes?
Yeah, I'll show off what I've got done in Expedition. The Verso build is really weird, and everybody's gonna fucking hate it. But I think it's actually great. Verso is what makes the party do all the damage.
Because of Defiant Mark?
What's that do?
The move that adds Mark to the enemies?
Oh, no, he doesn't use skills anymore. Just base attack.
I just got a call or a text. My friend is on his way over. We're gonna watch the rest of this movie, Orphan.
Ooh.
I've heard of it.
It's about that little Russian girl who like kills everybody or some shit.
I sound adorable.
She does seem kind of adorable. She seems like a nice girl.
I need to find something kind of big to fight.
Do you know what my favorite Winona Ryder movie is? It's Alien Resurrection.
Which
I've never seen it.
That one?
I love Winona Ryder and Alien Resurrection.
Also,
which one is that?
That's the one where she's got like short black hair.
number 4.
Okay, maybe I didn't see that one.
It's the bad one, the one that people don't like at all.
People say that about all of them.
No, Alien 3 has a cult following because that was directed by David Fincher.
Yeah, but even David Fincher said nobody hates that film more than
Well, that's his problem.
I don't think so. I think Alien 3 kind of sucks. I love David Fincher. I haven't had to be said Alien 3 is not a good movie. Alien Resurrection has like a campy
Cooper said, "Please play Expedition while Karai is on voice call." Why, Cooper? What specifically do you want me to say while Bowie is playing Expedition?
Contact also says, "Woo, French, French, French."
Flashing through the sky.
Wait, what's over here? Endless Night Sanctuary. That sounds like it could be dangerous. Let's go in here. This is how I've been making my decisions on how to play the game now. Is like, how dangerous... Oh, wait. No, this isn't the horror section.
Did you go to the Endless Tower already?
No.
See the trees here?
Alright, I gotta go, guys.
The gestrels.
Alright, thank you very much for
Waiting to be
joining.
reborn.
Bye-bye.
Let you in.
Oh.
Endless Tower is just the bloody palace, right?
Kind of. It is a bloody palace in like, you know, when you break it down. But there is like lore that's in the tower.
Oh, okay.
Grace.
So, notice how I can do Sword Ballet, which is the strongest move that she technically has, but I do Burning Canvas now. Let's hit this guy, see how much it does.
Everything. Finesse and grace.
Yes, void damage is useful because it's not doing fire damage.
Void takes everything.
So now...
Feeling better.
Wait, what the fuck is CL doing in the party? Where's Verso? We're getting out of here.
Honestly, at this point, you might be a little bit too overpowered for the final boss, but that's
Well, that's their problem, not mine.
exactly. Well, I was listening to an interview with the dev for the team,
Yeah.
and I found out something very funny. You know what sakapati means?
What?
Sack of potatoes.
I love it.
They were like, we just started like naming stuff in French, and whatever sounded like the most abstract, we will just name enemies based on those words. So that's how you get like
Yeah, I can't say that one. I don't know how to pronounce that one. Like sakapate.
Yeah, like if you're saying sack of potatoes, just sack of potato.
I gotta set Bibu free from bedroom. I'll be back in 1 second.
All right.
Alright. I don't know how the fuck CL got onto the party.
I was about to say, you don't know how to fuck.
I don't know fuck. I don't even know what genitals are. Yeah, let's try that again. I think I'm still running the wrong way. Alright, back in this way, Verso. Oh, and for everybody who's wondering, this is what Minoko's outfit looks like. He has a suit, he's got bracelets. He dances, he's very dapper.
Noko is honestly my character in this cast, and he's my favorite.
Alright.
I'm done. I'm done. I'm not gonna join you. Alright, but I figured, you know, you might want to fight Jesus, and there can be a lot of fights in the way. That is true, there is a lot of fights.
So this is what the Verso build is.
Okay.
I have Assault 0, Blitz. Well, Assault 0 lets me do 5 hits and increase his style meter. Blitz, it does tiny damage, but if the enemy's less than 10%, it will kill it and I get an extra turn. Or I just get an extra turn for using that move anyway.
Right, yeah, you do.
Yeah, Defiant Strike is a 2-hit high damage and leaves the enemy marked. So whoever hits it next is going to hit it pretty hard.
Yep.
Perfect recovery. He just gets 50% of his health back.
Also have it.
Slash. Medium physical damage, 3 hits. The less health he has, the more damage he deals.
Right.
And Endbringer is just a 6-hit extreme damage and bonus damage if the enemy is stunned. But
Yeah.
the fun thing about those skills is I don't need them because I do this.
I was about to say, is Endbringer the...
Let's carve a path.
fucking... the judgment cut like knife?
Maybe? We'll never know. I don't need it. Damn! My L is doing almost 60,000 damage per hit.
Yeah, that's the final boss.
Not giving up.
Now, here's my issue though, is my L... She's like good at building burn, but it's Lune and Verso who do all the burn.
Feeling better.
You know, it's funny, I'm saying final boss. You don't range over the final.
Let's keep going.
Renoir.
Yeah. The real Renoir. So yeah, how do you feel about the boss? I never really asked. Anyone here? Like,
Oh, my control's connected! Fuck, Lune! Come on, game!
man, you hate to see it.
Yeah. So every turn, I just do smack, smack, smack. Basic attack.
Ready to strike.
Verso can start shooting again. But... Oh, wait. Not quite enough to break him on, like, he's in break position now.
Yeah.
But only my shots can break him.
Void, take.
Oh, that's no longer a problem. We got mine.
Yeah, my L doing 25,000 damage a hit. And, like, that's not even... Oop, that's not even particularly good. I can get like hundreds of stacks onto big enemies.
Nice. I was gonna say, I know earlier you mentioned that you were doing a side quest. Did you manage to finish that side quest?
Yes, I finished my L's side quest, and
Think about the name of her final move.
the name of her final move is Gommage. Like the end of all existence.
Very funny how that works, huh?
Nice.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty cute little reference.
I like the hairstyle you get when he's that boss.
I didn't actually put it on her. Let's have a look at it.
She's level 69. That's the funny weed number.
Oh, she's got Alicia's hair.
Yeah, I like that one a little bit more than like her normal hair.
I like this one because I can tell that she's Mael and not Alicia.
But I mean, she is Alicia.
Not right now, she's not though.
She's both.
Not while she's in Verso's Minecraft server. But that is where we're going to call the stream for this evening.
Alrighty.
I doubt anybody is around for me to raid.
No.
Nope.
Not really.
Alright, skeletons, I love you all very, very much. Thank you for joining the end of Mario Kart 8, and get ready tomorrow night for the Switch 2 unboxing. Skella Lady in just a Nintendo t-shirt, and there might be a bonus thing as well.
Oh.
There could be a like a small little bonus thing to show off on stream. Consider it like a package that's not going to really be packaged up.
That's not the Switch 2?
Yeah, something else.
Interesting.
So, until then, skeletons, I love you all very, very, very much, and bye, 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 bye.